Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word? What's going on? How everybody doing out there? Y'all already know what it is, man. We back again. It's another bonus back of time. It's bonus back of time, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. I know what it is. Like I always say before I start my videos, I got no problem dropping bonus bangers every now and then. I got no problem staying on schedule when the video is supposed to come out, making sure y'all got something to watch every week. I have no problem doing these things, man. I just need y'all to continue doing one thing. Just stay out the way, man. That's all I need y'all to do is stay out the way, man. Love your life, love your family more than you love your grind. If it's illegal, you have to, man, because if you out here doing the wrong thing, I'm letting you know now, man, it's gonna look bad if you ever get tore off, man. I don't wish nothing bad on nobody. I just want people to turn their life around, because at the end of the day, the jail, it stops your life, man. You don't want to go there and have to go through these experiences, man. Go through jail where everything is like it's on pause for your life. The only thing that changes is the years that go by. Everybody else on the street, they forget about you. People get older. Everything goes wrong when you in there, man. If you catch a bid, you don't even want to catch 2-3 years, man. You want to do the right thing out here, man. I'm telling y'all, man, I don't want to see y'all go to jail and go through this stuff, man, because it's a bad thing when you go through this stuff, man. You better off staying out in the street, man, being legit. If you got some bread, put your bread to something that you know you can win off. That's what you got to do, man. It's a lot of stuff out here we can do, y'all. We just got to sit down, rack our brains, and see what we can invest in, man. Because there's a lot of dudes out here that's not staying out the way. They got money to be able to invest, to be able to go legit. Then they'll be able to stay out the way. That's all I want y'all to do, man. I'm just trying to give y'all some good game because I don't want to see y'all go to jail, man. That's it, man. So just stay out the way from me, y'all. Period. But like I said, it's the bonus banger. Y'all already know the count. Y'all already know what I need y'all to do with this one. Like, share, subscribe, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. But it's time for business. It's time for business, y'all. And the story I got for y'all today is called He Just Wanted to Win. That's how it is in there, y'all. You'll have dudes in there, man. Like, one thing about it, I'm gonna be on Lawrenceville for this story, man. But just Lawrenceville alone, I always say this in my stories because this is definitely how it was, man. Like, Lawrenceville has so many people that's just in the shadows that wants to get money, tries to get money, likes to get money, man. Like, it's the type, that camp was designed for that. Like, the camp was designed for you to be on the low, kick back, have a good bid, live a good prison life. Because you can do that on Lawrenceville, man. There's so many people that's trying to do that, man. And that's why Lawrenceville always, for years, had a good outstanding record of people trying to go there. Now, recently, 5 years ago, 3-4 years ago, I heard it's getting messed up. They changed it up. I think it's over with for Lawrenceville, man. But through the years of me hearing about it for like 8 years, and I went there and did almost 8 years, like those were golden years on Lawrenceville, and it's a lot of dudes up there trying to get to that bag, man. But with that being said, that brings me to the story that I got for y'all today. And like I say, we on Lawrenceville for this one, man. We on Lawrenceville for this one, man. And this story right here is around the time, man, if you follow my stories, everybody that follows my stories, but this is around the time when I got into it with the Sergeant in 30 building, and he ended up moving me back to San Francisco. Now, I thought moving me back to San Francisco was a dirty trick. And when he said they was moving me and they called me out of nowhere and told me I was moving, I come out the cell, I'm angry. I'm not even gonna lie, because I've been in 30 building forever. It's just I bumped heads with this sergeant. You know what I mean? It's like he just got a vendetta out on me for some reason. He didn't like me. He already got rid of my roommate. He just was doing too much. He was locking a lot of dudes up that I rock with, man. And me and him just didn't see eye to eye. So I guess his dirty move to me was to move me back to my original pod, which was, he thought was San Francisco, 60 building, you know what I mean? And I knew this information because he moved me and my homeboy, because I cursed him out and my homeboy cursed him out. He moved my homeboy back to 43 pod, his original pod that he came to when he came on Lawrenceville. And he moved me back to my original pod, what he thought was my original pod. But if he would have really looked which he probably did. Look, my original pod was Gangland 41. From 41, I got moved to San Francisco. So I thought he was just trying to be petty and just like, I'm gonna get white and put him on the other side of the yard, because he moved my man back to 40 building. He moved me to the other side of the country. This is around that time right here, y'all, man. So, you know what I mean? Even though I was upset about moving, man, I went. You know what I mean? I went over there. This is years later from when I was in San Francisco the first time, man. So, like, me going over there this time, this is probably like, what, 2013? You know what I mean? Around this time, like, it's not really San Francisco no more. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, it leveled out. You know what I mean? Like, I've been gone from over there a long time. So, like, now it's like regular dudes in there. There's still a lot of older dudes in there. And I think it was a homosexual in there. You know what I mean? I'm thinking it was, but it wasn't like how it was when I was in there the first time, man. So I went back to the pod, y'all. They moved me back. I'm mad, y'all. I'm super mad at this man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everything was going wrong anyway. I lost a phone. I got hot in the visit room. The sergeant dude on my top paws. You know what I mean? Like, everything was going wrong anyway. So he moved me to the other side of y'all. That made everything look even worse. So now I'm over there. I'm trying, you know what I mean, to adapt. I know dudes over there, you know what I mean? I know dudes, but it was just, I'd never been on that side of the yard except for that one time when they tricked me to move over there. And it was like, I never wanted to go back over there. It was just a different vibe. You know, a lot of dudes over there like that side of the yard. I like the north side of the yard. I don't like the south side of the yard. So like, I wasn't in agreement on moving over there. So I'm over there and I'm trying to, you know, just see what's going on. I got a homeboy that's in there, a couple of homeboys is in there. But at the end of the day, my attitude is like, I really don't want to be here, y'all, because I have got moved back to the other side of the yard. So I'm trying to adapt to it and see what's going on. I'm seeing who in the pod. I see it's the same setup, just like every pod you were going to in Lawrenceville. Like, you'll see a lot of dudes that you might don't even see till it's like lockdown time. Somebody coming to get some ice, or child time. Then you'll see a dude emerge. Like, dudes be ducked off in Lawrenceville. Crazy. Dudes be ducked off crazy, man. So when they first moved me back there, I ain't even gonna lie, they put me in the cell with this white dude. And I can't remember his name, but he was the dude in the pod that would fix everything. So when I first moved in the pod and I walk into his cell, off the rip, I see his cell. He has too much. He got stuff everywhere. He's older than me, definitely. So he has the bottom bunk. So I can't really like push for that. And he just got stuff everywhere. It just didn't look clean to me. And I'm with being clean in the cell. Like, I need my cell to be clean. So I walk in, I see it. I'm like, you know what I mean? So I came in the afternoon time. So I know I wasn't gonna be able to get no move. So I stayed in there. You know what I mean? He turned out, he was cool. You know what I mean? He was a cool dude, but you know, he fixed everything for everybody. So I already told him I was gonna try to get about the cell as soon as I could find me another cell and try to dip. And he was cool with that. So people used to come to his cell all the time to get stuff fixed. You know what I mean? Even if it was cell phones, you know what I mean? You would see dudes coming to his cell because he would fix those too. So I can remember being in the cell one day, and this white dude, he always used to come to the cell, but he really didn't. He was white, but he was like, he didn't look mixed, but you could tell, like, I don't know, it was something different about him, but he was a white guy. I'm considering him a white guy, but he used to always come to the cell. He had his little weight up, you know what I mean? He was one of those dudes, work out in the pod, work out outside, you know what I mean? I didn't really see him kick it with nobody, but he was one of the dudes that would always come to the cell. So when he used to come to the cell, he would holler at my roommate about fixing his charger piece all the time. So usually they'll do business when I'm not in there, but one time I had to be in there and he had to come to the door and he exposed it, which he didn't know me, and I respect for him to be leery, but he talking through the door and he slid it under the door and he's trying to get his junk fixed, blah, blah, blah. So my roommate started telling me that, you know what I mean, dude is from New Jersey, you know what I mean? He was like, he's from New Jersey, but he got locked up out here in Virginia in Roanoke, you know what I mean? So he started telling me about him. He was like, yeah, he deal with him because, you know, he's just a good guy, quiet, you know what I mean? So my roommate telling me about that. Bro did move kind of good. I ain't even gonna lie. Like he had a good, the way he moved, it was, you know what I mean? It was a solid way. I ain't even gonna lie, it was a solid way, man. And he kind of like mind his business, and he had a jack, you know what I mean? So like, everybody don't be having jacks. It's jacks everywhere, but like, everybody don't have them. Usually when dudes get jacks, you know something. So he had his phone thing going on. My roommate used to fix his cord. Everything used to be good. So it went from that to sometimes he come in there when I'm in there, because like I ain't gonna lie, I was in there probably for like 2 weeks. Like they drugged me for 2 weeks in the cell with dude. Like, even though that junk went all the way, I got it right the best way I could while I was in there. The toilet, make sure the toilet right. Y'all know I'm gonna be on the top bunk. When the door's open, I'm dipping to my man's cell. Like, I'm out the way all the way until they make this move, because I need a bottom bunk. So dude would come to the cell, you know what I mean? And I didn't even know his name yet. My roommate didn't even tell me his name yet, you know what I mean? So when he came to the cell one day, we get to talking, you know what I mean? Because he was a Spurs fan. I'm a San Antonio Spurs fan, and he was a Spurs fan. So when I found out he was a Spurs fan, there don't really be Spurs fans that I be running into. So that vibe right there kind of got me and him kicking it a little bit outside of my roommate. So he would come to the cell when my roommate wouldn't be there, and then he'll probably wait for my roommate because my roommate probably be in the shower or something, and he'll just be at the door, me and him be kicking it, you know what I mean? So me and him always, you know what I mean, did a little conversation and shit, you know what I mean? I get to ask him, I'm like, damn, bro, where you from? You know what I mean? That's when he finally told me he was from New Jersey, you know what I mean? He told me his name, and we're gonna call this man Rich. I'm not gonna say his real name. I ain't gonna say his real name, but we're gonna call him Rich. He told me his name. He told me he got locked up in Roanoke. He told me he was originally from New Jersey, and that's when I could see that kind of like he had maybe like Italian or maybe a little bit of black mixed with Irish. I don't know, but he looked like one of those kind of guys. But he said he was from New Jersey, and he said he ended up coming down to Virginia to Roanoke because his father, which was his stepfather that his mom married, he said his stepfather was an architect. So he said when they moved out here, you know what I mean, his father used to design different stuff, different neighborhoods, all type of stuff. So he said everything was straight. He said, but where he lived at, it was still like close to danger and stuff. And he said he was so used to being in New Jersey where he lived, where it was nice at too, but still close to danger and he can roam. And he said, you know, he was selling weed. He said he ended up selling weed. Somebody out there said they weren't gonna pay him. He said he ran into dude, he caught him, jammed him up, took his money. Dude, yeah, robbery, man. Next thing you know, Rich got 8 years. Now, that wasn't a lot of time, but at the same time, it's 8 years. He probably gonna do 6. You know what I mean? Something like that. But he's in Lawrenceville now, though. So I guess he in there just trying to do his bid. So he running everything down. And he like, man, damn. So I'm like, damn, bro. One day we was talking. I'm like, damn, bro, like, with your dad being an architect and all that, man. He's like, my stepdad. He always say that, my stepdad. I'd be like, well, look, with your stepdad being an architect, why did you think you had to do what you do? Like, I ask questions like this, you know what I mean? Because like, I want to know, like, sometimes I want to know why makes people go left when you know you're supposed to be going the right way, you know what I mean? So I asked him, and he was like, man, man, I just want to win. I just want to win, Weezy, man. I just want to do my own thing. I just want to win. That's all I want to do. I just want to win. You know what I mean? I like getting money. Like, my mom knew that I don't like him. Like, I didn't like him. Like, yeah, he look out for my mom. He make sure she live good. He was like, but I don't like him. Me and him never got along. You know what I mean? He was like, I didn't like how my mom left my dad. You know what I mean? So I'm like, where your dad at now? Your dad, like you and your dad cool? He was like, man, my dad locked up in New Jersey. So he was running everything down. And like, sometimes I be understanding why people making mistakes on the street to be able to come to prison. Like, it happens, y'all. Like, even for guys like Rich, man. So boom. You know what I mean? So from time of being in the pod, kicking it with him, you know what I mean? Like, me and him then became kind of all right. Now, I have seen he's the guy in the pod kind of like, he'll touch every now and then, but when he touch, he was smart kind of like, and this is how you got to move. Like, he'll touch, and then he'll have somebody else selling the junk for him. So when he would get weed, he would come tell me, like, yo, look, I got some weed, you know what I mean? But my man's selling it, da-da-da-da. So just holler at him, already let him know you might come get something. So, you know what I mean? I'm like, all right, so I'll do it like that. Me and him did good business. I like how he moved on the low, to be honest with y'all, man. Like, he wasn't somebody that kind of like moved stupid. Like, he was moving right. Bro was moving good. So as time go on now I have moved. I had got out the cell with the dude that fixed the phones and stuff. I had got out the cell with him. Now I'm upstairs, you know what I mean? I'm like in 24, I think that's 204, maybe 204 or 224, one of the two. But I'm on it like the right side by the laundry area. I'm on that side. So he used to come to my cell sometime, you know what I mean? And let me use his jack. And sometimes I would want to use his jack just to probably get numbers, something that's emergency, something like that. But I'm not even gonna lie, like, I wasn't even trying to get a phone while I was over there, because again, my mission was to get from over here. Like, I don't want to stay over here. Like, I just didn't like the vibe. I just didn't know the COs like that. I didn't know, I didn't have no type of juice over there. Like, I was just like in the way over there, man. Like, but you know, I can adapt, and I'm trying to see what's going on. So he used to let me use his phone. I'm getting numbers, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Me and him used to kick it. He'll come in the cell, we'll kick it and shit. And he telling me like, look, he trying to make a major play. He trying to do this, he trying to do that, he trying to do this, he trying to do that. He pull up on me and say the money ain't an issue. He was like, my homeboy that's in 70 building, you know what I mean? My homeboy that's in 70 building, he be getting the scripts. Like, that's all he get is scripts. So Rich started looking at like the scripts, was like, yo, this is the hustle that I need to do. He looked at the weed like, yo, I just do that just to keep something going, you know what I mean? But he was like, the scripts is what he really wanted. So he didn't have no way to get the scripts. He didn't have no way to get the scripts. So he asked me if I could holler at my man, because he seen me talking to my bro in the yard one day. And he was like, yo, look, that's who be getting the scripts. He was like, can you holler at him? Now, I never really got in my man business about his scripts because we was cool, but I've been on the other side of the yard. So now I'm on his side of the yard. So of course we kicking it, but like, I'm not in his business to see like, how much money you making, how it is. We kick it, you know what I mean? But like, he's not telling me his full play. So I know for a fact he's getting scripts. I'm not into the scripts. I don't be selling scripts. I don't be doing the scripts. Now, if I would be like, yo, bro, look, let me spend 200 with you, bro, to get some. I just didn't want to deal with that. I ain't gonna lie. I never dealt with it like that. Probably a couple times, but at this particular time, I wasn't. So when Rich asked me to holler at him, I kind of looked at it like, maybe, you know what I mean? With me being in the way right now, maybe I can be all right, like a third party, like, you know what I mean? Make sure this shit goes straight. So I was like, I'll do that for you, bro. I'll do that for you. I'll holler at him, y'all. I said, I'm gonna holler at him, man. I got you, bro. So boom, I catch my man in the child hall. I holler at him like, look, bro, it's a dude in the pod. He said, goddamn, you know what I mean? He said, you know him, you know what I mean? He said, but he trying to get some scripts. He was like, look, he got $1,000. Because that's what Rich told me he had. Rich said he had $1,000. He trying to goddamn see if dude can get him 100 scripts in. You know what I mean? Now, dude, I don't know if he be moving like this by like charging niggas to get scripts in, but he get his own scripts in. And I never asked him how many scripts he got. So he was like, he got $1,000, he want 100 scripts. I'm like, yeah, that's what he say. He was like, I see him start thinking, my homeboy. He was like, shit, I don't be getting up with $150 in every time I get him. You know what I mean? He was like, shh. He was like, damn, man. He was like, man, I gotta jump on that shit. I said, you might as well. That whole shit when we gone. He said, yeah, but when I get it, I throw some over here, some over there, some over there. So like, that's gonna mess up my little flow. I said, listen, bro, everybody that's trying to middleman through you like that, they gotta miss out on times like this. When somebody got a band up front, I said, you gotta, you know what I mean? He was like, yeah, you're right. He was like, yeah, look, tell him come outside. You know what I mean? 2 o'clock. I'm like, bet. So I go back and tell Rich. Rich was like, bet. You know what I mean? Rich got down. Right before we was on standby for outside rep, me and Rich was kicking it. And he showed me the numbers. He was like, yeah, look, man. People's good though, right? I'm like, yeah, he good, bro. Like, he ain't, you know what I mean? Bro, we getting money over here for a minute. He ain't gonna try to do no whole crazy shit, you know what I mean? Like, especially behind my name, and I'm introducing y'all, blah, blah, blah. He be like, all right, that's what's up. So he go out there, I let him and my homeboy kick it. I dip off and shit, you know what I mean? I spent a lot talking to the other dude, come back around, they was done kicking it. Boom, Rich slid off. After Rich slid off, my homeboy was like, yo, appreciate that, bro. You know what I mean? He was like, I got something for you too. You know what I mean? He was like, my man gonna get some smoke. He was like, I'm gonna get you some smoke because I know you don't fuck with these scripts. I was like, nah, I don't fuck with them scripts, bro. He was like, I'm gonna throw you something, bro. Don't worry about it. I was like, bet. You know what I mean? So we go back in the building. I see Rich happy that this play is made because he like, yo, I'm gonna fuck him up. He was like, I'm telling you, Weezy, I'm gonna fuck him up here. I'm gonna fuck him up here. Yeah, I told you. Yeah, my turn to win. He was like, look, I've been in the pod. Nobody can middleman me trying to goddamn do this and shit. Goddamn, I ain't never want to holler at your man. Cause I told you how I operate, Weezy. Like, I'm trying to stay in the cut. And like, you know what I mean? Like, he be making sense of what he be saying, you know what I mean? So he happy about that this play is about to get made. Like, he's happy, super duper happy. So next thing you know, goddamn, a couple days go by, you know what I mean? My man called him outside, told both of us to come outside. But he told me to tell him come outside. I was just going outside with him just to making sure everything was running smooth. So I go outside, same routine. They talking defense. I spin off, got down. After I spin off, I see got down. I see Rich. Rich see me. He like, yo, appreciate that, Weezy. Dapped me up and shit. Got that. He was like, I'm gonna holler at you when we get back in the building. I'm like, all right, he slid. I start talking to my man. My man threw me some weed. Looked like 2 spoons. He had it wrapped up in a napkin. Put it in my pocket. He like, yeah, bro, look, I appreciate that shit, man. He like, goddamn, motherfucking them numbers was good too, everything, everything was straight. I gave him 100 jumps, you know what I mean? I was like, that's good business then. I did him. Boom. I go back in the building. Rich is happy. Rich see me, he like, yo, look, he throw me 3 scripts. I'm like, yo, bro, what the fuck I'm gonna do with these? He was like, sell them. I was like, bro, listen, what I sell them each for? He was like, bro, sell them $40, $50. I don't care. Sell them what you want to sell them for, bro. He was like, goddamn, $80, break it down, sell it. He was like, do what you want. I was like, bro, I don't know what to do with these shits, man. He was like, well, let's hold them. Just hold them there. He was like, what you want? I was like, no, I got it. I'm gonna see what I can do with them. So I kept the jumps. So Rich is out that jump, you know what I mean? He got this other dude and a white dude that's in 62 part. He got them trapping all them jumps. He got the scripts. He got the scripts, man. He got 100 of them janks. Y'all hear me? He got 100 of them janks, man. Rich killing them, man. Rich is killing them, y'all. I seen him. He's getting the money. He got a phone. He's cleaning the money. He's doing the right thing. You know what I mean? He's doing everything he's supposed to do. I'm like, dang, killing him, man. Now, like around this time, like 60 building, like I say, it was like when I was in it the first time, it was 61 was San Francisco. The other 2 pods, that was the 62 pod, which is the big joint, and 63 pod, those were like normal pods, but like still, they still brought like a decent amount of old heads to that building. So the building was slight old heads slightly when the first time. This time around, it's like half and half, young niggas, older, middle-aged niggas, and old heads. So it's like a regular joint. So of course, when you getting money, y'all, like it's always some BS. Why? Because you have dudes that really can't really stand the next man having motion, and they saying in their head, why I can't have no motion? You know what I mean? It's always dudes like that. They watch you so much envy in their heart when they see you doing something that they really want to do. That's why dudes be robbing. That's why dudes be hating. That's why dudes be sliming, snaking, whatever you want to call it. That's why it happens. The same thing happens in prison. It's the same way on the street. It's the same way on the street, man. Somebody see somebody on social media got the new car, then you see him in person with the new car, you see him with the woman, and you see him with the jury, and these are the things that you want to do. You want to post on social media. You want to go to the club and stunt with you want to do these things, but you see the next man doing it. So that's what triggers a maniac to behave like a maniac. So around this time, Rich is doing him. He got the building on smash with scripts. And I told y'all, he kind of looks like a white dude, basically. Like, but he got swag though. I'm gonna give Rich that. Like, he had swag, like he worked out, so he was like my height, but solid. You know what I mean? Solid as hell. Big as a bitch. Goddamn workout. Rich was one of those dudes that drink protein milkshakes. You know what I mean? He didn't eat noodles. You know what I mean? He did stuff like that, eat oatmeal, you know what I mean, 2 times a day. Like he was like that. So he was one of those dudes that was in shape. So he never was a character, you know what I mean, that was like a scared individual in there. Like I'll never think that of him. I told y'all he from New Jersey. So, you know, growing up in New Jersey, the Italians grow up right next door to the blacks, I think. And it's like they you know what I mean? Like you gotta watch both sides. And ain't no, you know what I mean? Out in Virginia is probably a little different, but out where he grew up at, like, you know what I mean? They grow up tough. That's just how it is. So he's one of them dudes that I never saw that was gonna be on some scared activity, but he's doing his thing. Even though people was moving around for him, like everybody still knows, you know what I mean? I think everybody knew that I brokered that deal for him. Like people are just not that stupid in prison, y'all. That's just how it go, y'all. So boom, I say probably about a week, a Rich goddamn moving around, slanging and banging. He doing his thing. You know what I mean? He doing his thing, doing his thing, doing his thing, doing his thing, he doing his thing. I look up, one day we go to trial. He's talking to these 2 dudes, and I didn't know these 2 dudes, but from the time of me being on the other side, when I was on the north side, there used to be this dude. His name was DC Black, man. His name was DC Black, man. I'll never forget this guy. But when I used to go to school, I used to talk to him, and like he would fill me in on everything what's going on over there. You know what I mean? Like he was cool. Like he was just, like, you know, I knew him for a minute. Like I met him probably like in 09. But like when I first got to Lawrenceville, so like when we ended up in class together, both of us used to be in there high as a bitch. You know what I mean? He used to fuck with the D block. I'm fucking with the weed, but we both would be in class stoned. And he would just, you know, we'll be kicking it what's going on. He'd be like, yo, da 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 da. You know what I mean? So he running, you know what I mean? He'll give me the plate. So he already told me before about these little dudes, you know what I mean? They weren't even in a gang or nothing, but they were from Richmond, you know what I mean? But he already told me like these dudes be trying to like extort dudes, rob dudes, do little stuff like that. You know what I mean? Now, one of the young dudes, because they both were young dudes, one of the young dudes was like, I say he probably was like 6 feet tall. You know what I mean? Not really like a tall dude, but he was taller than me. So I give him 6 feet tall. The other one was about my height. You know what I mean? Now, they both were dudes that had a little motion, but their motion came from the racket. You know what I mean? From extorting, robbing. And dude, I didn't know that this was going on the other side of y'all. But they are in 70 building. They are in 70 building. They're not even in our building. You know what I mean? So I see him one day in the chow hall talking to these 2 dudes. And I already got the word about these 2 dudes, y'all. So when I see it, I'm like, I get in the line. I get my tray. I sit down. I shoot back to the building after I eat. I waited for Rich to come back. As soon as Rich walked through the door, he come back in through the door talking to them niggas. Them niggas came in our building. And he had the slider talking to them. You know what I mean? He leave as soon as he turn around right there. I'm like, yo, let me holler at you. He's like, what's up? I'm like, look. I said, yo. I said, look, bro. I said, them 2 dudes. I said, man, look. Now, you know what they say, niggas be, you know what I mean? He was like, yeah, but they ain't gonna do nothing to me though. He's like, I'm not an easy lick. I'm not an easy lick. I'm like, yeah, I know that. I'm like, look, just in the midst of you getting to the bag right now, I was like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Goddamn, you gotta know how to move, bro. Like, doing business with the wrong people, that can bring trouble. You know what I mean? I was like, look where you at. I said, take me, bro. I said, goddamn, my same shit be happening, bro. Same shit telling you about, bro, giving you this game about is the same shit I done went through. I'm like, I'm telling you, bro, like, watch them niggas, you know what I mean? I was like, this what they do. I was like, what they talking about? He was like, they talking about buying 5 strips, you know what I mean? Goddamn, I'm trying to holler at my man to get it from them, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? So I'm like, this shit crazy. I'm like, yo, wow. I'm like, all right, bro. You know what I mean? All right, bro. I left it alone, y'all. So boom. You know what I mean? So I guess he does business with the 2 dudes from Richmond. You know what I mean? I guess he do business with them. I don't know how it happened. I don't know if it went right, wrong. Went right, went wrong. I don't know. But he did business with these people. So I see another couple of days go by. I look up, I see one of the dudes, the tall dude from Richmond. He in the pod one day. We waiting to go outside and rep. So he 229 in our pod somehow, which is easy over there. And he's sitting in our pod, but he's talking to Rich. Him and Rich is having a conversation. Rich dip up, go to his cell. You know what I mean? He go to his cell and shit. He come back. I see him slide do something. You know what I mean? They call outside, Rich, we go outside. You know what I mean? When we go outside, I see my man that Rich did business with. It's a 70 building. He see me. He like, yo, bro. He was like, look, what's up? What's up with your man? I'm like, what you mean? He was like, yo, I'm trying to goddamn, ask him if he trying to bust another lick. He had that shit now for a little minute now, right? He was like, see if he trying to bust another lick. I got it. What's up? Goddamn. He was like, but look though. He was like, man, listen, I'm gonna tell you though. I don't know what you gonna do with the info, but I'm gonna tell you. You know what I mean? He was like, I don't know dude like that. You know what I mean? He said, when he give me numbers, that's the relationship we got. You know what I mean? Through you. He was like, but look, I'm gonna tell you. Goddamn. He was like, man, them niggas over in my building saying, goddamn, they trying to get at him. You know what I mean? They gonna try to get him. I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, they saying they trying to get him. They gonna end up getting him. I said, so who you talking about? You talking about those 2 young boys from Richmond? He like, yeah. I said, but why they be all acting like they friendly? And he said, bro, listen, that's what they do, man. He said, man, listen, man. He said, man, them young boys wild. He said, man, they know who to mess with. You know what I mean? He was like, but at the end of the day, like when they smell blood, they they turn into sharks, bro. You know what I mean? He was like, so your man, you know what I mean? Like that man got 100 scripts. He said, man, listen, he said, when I sold him them 100 scripts, he said, man, I only had 20 scripts left. He said, one white dude bought 5, another white dude bought 15. He said, them jumps was gone in 20 minutes. He said, after that, I didn't have no more scripts. He said, bro, it's been 3-4 months straight that I've been getting 100 scripts every other week. He said, so when I didn't have no more scripts, he said, everybody had to go to y'all building, you know what I mean, and holler at Rich, you know what I mean? So he was like, them niggas was mad about that. He was like, cause they fuck with the scripts. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, I told bro, don't do business with them niggas, man. He was like, yo, you need to tell him again. You know what I mean? He was like, but look, see if he trying to bust this another lick before shit get crazy. I'm like, shh. All right, man. I'm gonna holler at him, y'all. So boom. I can see Rich on the yard. Goddamn, he moving and shaking. He got the sack. He moving and shaking. He doing his thing. I said, yo, bro, holler at me when we get back in the building. He was like, I said, you coming straight back in the building? He was like, yeah, I said, holler when you get back. He was like, all right, boom. He come back in the building, I see him. I said, yo, Rich, look, first of all, I said, my man said he got another 100 jumps whenever he ready. You know what I mean? He was like, he got another 100? He was like, yeah. He was like, shh. He was like, I already got my 1,000 for it. He was like, but you know what I mean? I got so much money owed out. Goddamn. He was like, but nah, I'm gonna get it. I was like, well, hold. I said, look. He also told me that, goddamn, them dudes you be doing business with, them niggas is in the robbery business. And you know what I mean? He caught the word that they might be thinking about getting you. You know what I mean? He's like, getting me? He said, man, Weezy, I told you I'm not a sweet lick. Not a sweet lick, man. Like, I'm not worried about those dudes, Weezy. He was like, I'm not worried about those dudes. He said, Weezy, I'm gonna win. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna win. Ain't nobody gonna stop me from winning. This is my opportunity. This is my time. He was like, I appreciate you. He dapped me up. He was like, I appreciate you for all the information. I appreciate you for, you know what I mean, putting me in the car with your man. He was like, look, F them. He said it just like that. He said, F them. He said, look, let me go upstairs and get this $1,000 right if I can get it to you, for you can get it to your man at dinner. Because I'm trying to get that in the morning. You know what I mean? So I'm like, shh, all right. So boom. Goddamn. Next morning come. He kept his word. He got the numbers. He did everything he said he was gonna do. Goddamn. I go holler at my man. I send a message, tell my man come to child. I get my man, boom, I hit him with the numbers. He's like, look, tell him come outside at 2 o'clock. Same routine. It go like this. This how dudes trap in prison in Lawrenceville. So he go outside at 2 o'clock. I go there just to make sure everything's straight. He get bro the Jones. Boom. Numbers was right. He get bro the scripts. You know what I mean? while we over there talking in the corner of the gate, I look up, I see the two dudes from Richmond, they like way on the other side of the gate. But when I looked, I just happened to see them. Like, they was watching the whole damn play. They was standing on the fence like, the niggas was goddamn thermal imaging the hell out that damn meeting, you hear me? They probably was saying they had package delivered. Niggas was on that shit, man. They was on that shit. I ain't even gonna lie. I seen them. I seen them. That nigga goddamn Rich looked at me. He was like, what? He looked, he like, oh yeah, they waiting on me. They waiting on me. I said, bro, look, what happened? Them niggas know how you do the meat, bro. Like, come on, bro. He be like, man, look, this ain't what they want. I just kept saying that. This ain't what they want. And like, I never seen him in combat. I never seen him get into it with nobody. Like, he kind of was liked by a lot of people on Lawrenceville, on that side of the yard. Like, a lot of dudes rock with Rich because Rich had a little swag. He listened to black music, you know what I mean? He won't no sucker, you know what I mean? He's touching drugs. And then the drugs that he's touching is what's the major relevant drug at the time, which is the strips. Now, Loud Pack is Loud Pack. But the strips is, you know what I mean? That's bigger money, bigger plays, bigger, you know what I mean? So you're going to see more off the strips, you know what I mean? So like, this is what Rich is doing. Rich getting to the bag. Rich he told me straight up, this ain't what they want. All right, bro, I just left it alone. He slid off. He go holler at them niggas, you know what I mean? He go talk to them. He go talk to them and shit, goddamn. You know what I mean? He had a little conversation with them. Goddamn, kicking it. Goddamn, the dudes from Richmond. You know what I mean? I don't know where the conversation's going, but the conversation looks like it's longer than it's supposed to be. It looks like it's a conversation that's too goddamn long, but he's over there. He just got the sack. So, you know, so many people waiting to talk to Rich at this time because he just got that hundred again. So he's talking to these dudes way too goddamn long. So I just see Rich go like this. He wave him off. He walk off. When I see that, I tell myself, it's going to go down. It's going to go down. But, you know what I mean? I told bro not to do business with these guys. You know what I mean? I told them don't do business with these guys, man. Like, dudes be thinking stuff sweet. Like, dudes be thinking they gonna do what they gonna do. And I don't even know if this was these guys' intentions when they was having this conversation just now. But from what my man told me, I'm gonna take my man word, definitely. Even though DC Black gave me the count. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna take their word anyway because they been on this side of the yard. So, like, I know this is what it is. Like, prison is too small for somebody to lie about that's somebody's occupation in prison, like robbing and extorting and stuff. That is too small for that to be a lie because you'll see that with your own eyes. So I knew it wasn't a lie. And I told bro, don't deal with these dudes. I told him, I said, bro, listen, don't do business with these dudes. You know what I mean? But like he told me, God damn it, this ain't what they want, God damn it. So I let it be. I let shit play out because for real, you will have people do stuff like this in prison, y'all. Like, you will have dudes that be friendly with you and they be psychos, but like if you got their drug of choice, they'll be free. So they probably, you could consider them Terminators slightly, but like, you know what I mean? They more like cyborgs, like, goddamn it, because they like, they come, and when they come, like they friendly with it, like the whole time you feeding them or you selling stuff to them, like they're happy, like on the outside, like, you know what I mean? But in the inside, they more like, I wanna fucking kill you and take all your fucking drugs. That's what I'm gonna fucking do. That's what his goddamn mind is saying. His mind look like this. I wanna take all your fucking drugs. Dudes be psychos, so like you would have dudes come like this. Dudes will come like this, all friendly and yeah, nah, it's cool, yeah, do business, yeah. And they'll wait for one little thing for you to get them mad about one little thing. And then once you get them mad about that one little thing, that's when they become real cyborgs, goddamn it. They become real psychos, man. And that's when you see the real them come out. But I have seen this tactic before on Susses too. You know what I mean? Like, this is what happens, man. Like, you have aggressive psychos in there, man, like this, man. And like, these little young boys from the R, they probably weren't even nothing but like my age or younger. Like that. They probably was younger, you know what I mean? But they, after Rich waved them off, it was time to leave the yard. We go back in the building, you know what I mean? We go back in the building. I see Rich. He like, yo, you was right. I'm like, what you mean I was right? He was like, yo, he was like, man, goddamn, the tall dude, he called the tall dude name. He was like, yo, he told me, goddamn, he want to buy 5 and told me to throw him 5. So I looked at him like, why would I throw you 5? He was like, the short one say, because you want to throw us 5. It'll be in your best interest to throw us 5. Extra ones. Rich was like, well, when you gonna have my money for these extra 5 we talking about? He said, they said, Never. He was like, what? He said, man, guess what they told me, Weezy? I said, what? He said, man, the tall one told me never worry. I was like, never worry? I was like, yo, they didn't say that, bro. He was like, man, the man told me the money would be never worry back. The month of never worry. I was like, oh, shit. I said, so what happened? He was like, that's when I was like, man, y'all tripping. He was like, I ain't selling nothing. And I just walked off. You know what I mean? He said the yard was opening up. So he was like, I don't know what they gonna do. He was like, but at the end of the day, goddamn, I ain't got nothing for him. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing for him. I ain't got nothing for those dudes. I ain't got nothing for him. So I'm like, damn, all right, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You might want to be careful, you know what I mean? Because you don't know how these dudes gonna come, you know what I mean? And nothing, like, you just want to be on point, though. I ain't gonna lie, you want to be on point, bro. He was like, yo, I'm gonna be on point. Weezy, man, I got you, bro. I'm gonna be on point. He was like, but like I say, like, I'm just trying to win. He was like, mom was at my mark. He was like, for real, I'm up for transfer too. He was like, I'm up for transfer. He was like, I'm trying to either go to Haynesville or Basketville. So we was already at a level 3. He trying to get to a level 2. He didn't have a lot of time. He's one of those type of white dudes, you know what I mean? He got his weight up. He like to work out, you know what I mean? So he probably trying to, Lawrenceville didn't have free weights. Like that camp sweet, but that's the only thing they don't have. They don't have free weights. They got the universal joints, you know what I mean? The joints on the screen. They got them little joints, but he trying to get to somewhere, I guess, with bench pressing. You can bench press and do all this stuff. He was like, look, goddamn, mom was at my mark. He was like, look, I'm gonna need your man one more time. He was like, after that, he was like, I'm done. He was like, I smoked their ass, Weezy. He was like, I'm about to be done after this shit. He was like, man, fuck them dudes, though. I was like, man, look, this be on point, though, bro. So, you know, he had a lot going on for himself, man. He made his mark almost, you know what I mean? He was able to dodge the Terminator slightly, you know what I mean? And he's up for transfer, man. Like, when you got a little bit of years like Rich, you'll want to get transferred to a lower level. Like, he wasn't a veteran like I was on Lawrenceville that loved Lawrenceville. Like, but when you just come to Lawrenceville, you there a couple years, like, I'm gonna bounce around, I'm gonna jump over here and go to, you know what I mean, to a level 2. And that's the smart thing to do. That's the smart thing to do, man. So, like, Rich did exactly what he's supposed to do. He came up here and won, y'all. He wanted to win and he fucking won, y'all. He did what he came to do, y'all. So, boom. Goddamn. We getting ready to go to dinner. We on standby for child. We all out on the pod. Goddamn, we first. So the north side, the south side part of the yard is like, they circle is smaller. Like it feels smaller to me. Like the north side where I was at, 30, 40, 50 building, that circle was a little bit bigger when you go to the child hall. The child hall is in the middle, but they got a side and we got a side. So the south side of a side, the north side of a side. So the circle of the south side of the yard seems really small. So when they call it child, they call it just like the other side of the yard. 50 building, is on the side of the yard I'm on now is 60, 70, and 80 buildings. So they might call 80 first, they might call 70 first, they might call 60 building first, my building. But they'll rotate it and it'll just be rocking and rolling and just be people all over the place moving and going to the child hall. And what they join on their side of the yard, it looks so small. It looks way smaller, the circle. So like when it's child going on, it's a lot of movement. You see what I'm saying? So we on standby for child. They say we first. You know what I mean? We go to the child hall. We go eat, we come back. Everybody moving on the boulevard, or everybody moving on the boulevard. We come back in the child hall. I look, I see the 2 Richmond dudes standing over in the corner, talking to another dude from Richmond. They standing over there, they just talking and shit, but they looking like this. They like, they waiting for us to come back. They just looking at everybody that come in the pod. Them niggas got a bird's eye view of everything. Let's see what the hell this goddamn white boy at. Yeah, motherfucker, they ain't gonna play fair. Yeah, goddamn. I walk in, I see him, I'm like, fuck. Shit dumb as a bitch, man. I was like, dudes, always like, this is a nature of people that is never going to be broken, man. A freaking hater mentality, man. Like, when you rob somebody just because you want what they got, you are a freaking hater, man. And like, that's a mentality I think it's never going to be broken, man. Ever. Because it's just going to happen, man. Like, it's just going to happen, man. That man did nothing wrong to these guys. Nothing. And he's on Lawrenceville. And this is happening. This is crazy right here. I look up and see them in the pod. I say, yo, I already know what time it is, what they going to try to do. I'm like, we about to go on lockdown. I already know he is. We probably are, we probably not. Goddamn. Rich slept in cell. Like, he was like 3 cells down. So he was that cell by the handicap because he was close to the cell I moved into with the dude that fixed the phones. But he slept like at the end. So he's like by the handicap. That first one right there by the handicap, behind the steps. So the Richmond dudes on this side, on the side of the pod. So they talking to another dude on that side on the bottom side. They sell from Richmond. I see Rich come in. We looked at him. He went in the cell. He started messing around in the cell. Goddamn, you see the Richmond dudes. Goddamn, he was like, he just eased over there. Like quiet steps. It was all quiet steps. He just walked over to his cell. They got to his cell. They knocked on the door. Yo, Rich. Rich like that right there. Boy, I'm at in the pod. His cell is directly in front of me. I'm not close by it, but I can see in his cell, his color's not up. So everybody's starting to look now because they see these dudes over here. Shh. These people walking Rich cell. They talking to him. You see Rich standing up. Rich in front of him. There's two of them in front of him. He talking to him. He like this. He talking to him. They had a conversation. Rich like, nah, hell no. Fuck no. I ain't got shit. I ain't got shit for y'all. I ain't got nothing for y'all. He got loud as hell. Paul got quiet when he said that the third time he said it. He said, I ain't got nothing for y'all. I ain't got nothing for y'all. He got loud as a bitch. Niggas was like, shit. Dude was like, see the Richmond tall dude look back, smirk. He like, he look back. Crack. Man, that nigga crack, man. He cracked goddamn Rich ass. You hear me? Man, he cracked him. Man, Rich said, that nigga shit started bleeding instantly. He went back. I was like, oh, I stood up on the bench. I'm like, oh shit. I'm looking like, god damn. Man, them niggas on his ass. Man, goddamn. Next thing you know, I see Rich. That nigga turned into like the Incredible Hulk. Y'all hear me? This man turned into the Incredible Hulk out of nowhere. Rich, goddamn, I guess they had him on the ground and they was kicking him and beating him. I mean, trying to go in his pockets, all type of shit. Man, that's my word, nigga. Rich guy. You just seen the niggas. You just seen the nigga jump up. Was like, yeah. He grabbed a dude. He grabbed a tall dude and said, he ran that nigga so hard to the fucking wall. I'm talking about. This was the Ram of all time. He grabbed his. He jumped with him. He was like, you heard that nigga back hit the wall like, that shit sounded like a goddamn double dragon punch in the gut in the beginning. That shit said. That dude said, nigga, goddamn, he threw that nigga, goddamn, the shorter dude pulled out the knife. Man, that nigga pulled out a knife. Rich was like, come on, motherfucker, you squared off with that nigga. He squared off, nigga, blood everywhere on that nigga. That nigga looking like a savage warrior, you hear me? Blood leaking all out his nose. Like, come on, motherfucker, come on. Dude was like, nigga, fuck out, nigga, get the fuck away from my home. Get the fuck away. Rich was like, swing that shit, motherfucker. Dude was like, he did some old fake shit, man. Rich grabbed that nigga ass. Dude, that nigga, boom, got that nigga ass, boom. That's all you see him, the tall dude grab him. He fell on the ground, they rumbling. I'm like, oh shit. Man, next thing you know, Incredible Hulk again, he come back out of that shit. This time, Rich got the goddamn knife in his hand. He was like, oh shit. Man, this word, the little short dude ran out, the tall nigga tried to run out Rich. Rich hit his ass, that shit said, he was like, ah, shit. He ran out. Rich come behind them niggas. They out in the pod. Niggas like, man, fuck with y'all niggas, man. They got a fucking knife. Rich was like, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all motherfuckers. Y'all wanna fucking rob me? Fuck you motherfuckers. Fuck you motherfuckers. The lady in the booth like, she on the phone like, oh my God. You're like, fuck you motherfuckers. Fuck you motherfuckers. Ain't shit sweet over here. Ain't no sweet lick over here. Fuck you motherfuckers. He just kept saying that. Fuck you motherfuckers. Police run in. Goddamn, you dumbass niggas. Don't even wanna fight no more. I said, oh shit. Man, this was wild, man. Like this was crazy right here because like, I have seen this shit happen a few times when people think shit's sweet and then it reverses, man. When Rich got that damn knife, them niggas haul ass out that damn cell. You hear me? I would have probably ran too. That strong motherfucker was throwing the hell out them dudes in there, man. That man turned into the Incredible Hulk. Police came in that bitch. He had the knife, he kept the knife in his hand. The white shirt dude had to come in there like, drop the knife. He like, man, fuck that, get them. Fuck that, get them. Dude pull out the mace, drop the knife. He was like, man, get them motherfuckers. Get those motherfuckers right now. He's like, drop the fucking knife on the fucking mace right now. He was like, motherfuckers. He dropped the knife. He's like, get on your knees. He dropped down his knees. They handcuffed his dumb ass. They got the two rich dudes from Richmond. Took them niggas out, y'all. This is my word. Locked us down. Man. We stayed on lockdown for like till the next day lunch. You know what I mean? The word on the tier, everybody talking, yo, that shit crazy. Like them niggas came to rob Rich, that's fucked up. The Richmond niggas like, yo, I told them niggas don't do that dumb ass shit. Like they say, dude, them young niggas didn't listen. They said them young niggas didn't listen, man. That's word, man. Goddamn, niggas just was talking. Everybody had an opinion about the situation. You know what I mean? Like my opinion about the situation is I never really rock with a dude that be hating on dudes for nothing. You know what I mean? So like that right there, I didn't like what happened, man. But things happen for a reason. You know what I mean? It's my word, y'all. Goddamn, we come off lock. Everything was good. It's my word. Everything was good, man. Goddamn, we look up. They let Rich out the hole. Man, they look Rich out the hole. We going to chow one day. I see a dude calling me through the fence. I look, it's Rich. He on the side. I was just on. He on the north side. I'm like, oh shit, they let you out the hole. He like, yeah, bro. He's like, that shit was self-defense. He was like, that shit was self-defense. They trying to hurt me. Like, they came in my cell. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what you want me to do? I'm about to go home. All type of shit. I was like, damn, let you out on that shit. He was like, yeah, bro, I'm out. He was like, yeah, damn. But they got me over here and shit. You know what I mean? He was like, I think I'm about to go back to the hole again. So I think it was some Richmond dudes over there. They got down who fuck with those little young boys. You know what I mean? I kick it with him for a second. You know what I mean? The next day he went back to the hole, man. He went back to the hole. They said some Richmond niggas jumped on him. You know what I mean? They said he rumbled those dudes. He said he rumbled like 3-4 dudes in the pod. But they said they got him though. You know what I mean? He probably couldn't really do nothing with 3-4 dudes. But at the end of the day, Rich go. Rich was a real goddamn maniac, man. Rich go, man. He wanted to win and he won. He did what he wanted to do, man. He won, man. Goddamn, I had got the word that Rich ended up getting transferred to the level 2. They probably already knew putting him back on the compound was something that, you know, shit like this was gonna happen. So they probably just went on and talked to Richmond and just said, let's just get him off the compound and put him at a level 2, man. So Rich probably at the career right now, man. But Rich used to go dumb hard. And I seen Rich get to that bag, man. Real talk, man. At the end of the day, that was a good move, man. Like, he had to defend himself, y'all. Stuff like that happened in prison too, where you have to defend yourself, man. Shit real in there, y'all. And that's the end of the damn story. Y'all, you know what it is, man. I appreciate y'all for watching as always, man. And y'all know I definitely need y'all to stay out of the way. I need y'all to stay out of the way so you can just enjoy your life and live with your family and grow old with your family, man. When dudes grow old in jail, they look bad. Go look at somebody in prison that's 50 years old, man. They look bad. Yeah, prison reserve you, and they be saying prison reserve dudes, but yeah, that's when you come home in your 30s or in your 20s, you look young. When you come home in your 40s, 50s, late 40s, 50s, you look old, man. Prison burn you out, man. You don't want to go there to have to go through these things, man. Go out here, stay out here where you can take your good vitamins, drink your good drink, eat your good food, stay healthy like you want. You know what I mean? You got to go to the prison diet if you ever go to jail, man. I don't want to see y'all go to that, man. I don't want to see y'all go through these things because it's so nice out here, man. If you stay out the way, it's a great life, man. I'm trying to get y'all on this side of the fence. We staying out the way over here, man. We not going to jail. We not lames. We real dudes, everything. We just don't like going to jail. We not going back to jail if we been. That's what we doing on this side of the fence, man. We are staying out the way, y'all. And that's what I need y'all to do forever. Just stay out the way, y'all. Period, man. But with that being said, y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all know what I need y'all to do with this bonus banger. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's go. But with that being said, y'all be safe, man. And stay your ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.